Are you working hard, saving diligently, but still feel like you're not getting any closer to true wealth? You do everything right. You put in the hours, you get the promotions, you squirrel away a bit of each paycheck. Yet when you look at your long-term goals, financial freedom, early retirement, the ability to live life on your own terms, they still seem impossibly far away. If this sounds familiar, I want you to know you're not alone. Millions of people are caught in the same cycle. And today, we're going to talk about why that is, and more importantly, what you can do to break free. This cycle has a name, the salary trap. It's the illusion that a steady paycheck is the safest and most reliable path to prosperity. Now, don't get me wrong, a salary is a fantastic tool. It provides stability, it covers your bills, and it's a crucial starting point for your financial journey. But here's the hard truth. For most people, a salary alone will never make you truly wealthy. Think about it this way. Your salary is an active income stream. You trade your time for money. The problem is, you only have a limited amount of time. There are only 24 hours in a day, and you can only work so many of them. This puts a hard cap on your earning potential. You can get raises, you can get promotions, but there will always be a ceiling. It's like being on a treadmill. You can run faster and faster, but you're fundamentally staying in the same place. Then, there are the silent wealth killers that are constantly working against your salary. The first one is taxes. The more you earn from your job, the more you pay in taxes. It's a progressive system that can take a significant chunk of any raise you get. It feels like taking one step forward and half a step back. The second and perhaps more insidious killer is inflation. Every single year, the money you have sitting in a savings account becomes less powerful. The price of everything, from groceries to gas to housing, goes up. If your salary isn't increasing at a rate that's significantly higher than inflation, you're actually getting poorer over time, even if the number on your paycheck is going up. Your purchasing power is eroding, slowly but surely. So you're on this treadmill, running as hard as you can, while the treadmill itself is being slowly tilted backward. It's an exhausting uphill battle. This is the salary trap. So, how do you escape? It all starts with a fundamental mindset shift. You have to stop thinking like just an employee and start thinking like an investor, an owner. An employee asks, how much can I earn per hour? An investor asks, how can I make my money earn more money for me? An employee sees their time as their only asset. A business owner sees systems, products, and services as assets that can generate income independently of their time. This isn't about quitting your job tomorrow. It's about changing your perspective on what your salary is for. Your salary is not just for paying bills and surviving. Your salary is the seed money for building your wealth. It's the fuel you use to create new income streams that are not tied directly to the hours you work. This is the core principle of wealth creation. Making your money work for you, not just you working for your money. When you can earn money while you sleep, that's when you've truly started on the path to financial freedom. So, what are these pathways to wealth? How do you actually build these new income streams? Let's break down 3 of the most accessible and powerful ways to do it. The first pathway is investing in the stock market. This might sound intimidating, but it's simpler than you think. When you buy a stock, you are buying a tiny piece of a real company. You become a part owner. As that company grows, innovates, and makes profits, the value of your piece of ownership, your stock, can grow with it. Many companies also pay out a portion of their profits to shareholders in the form of dividends. This is passive income. It's money you receive just for owning the asset. The magic of the stock market is a concept called compounding. It's what Albert Einstein supposedly called the 8th wonder of the world. When you reinvest your dividends, you start earning returns not just on your initial investment, but on the returns themselves. Over time, this creates a snowball effect where your wealth can grow exponentially. You don't need a huge amount of money to start. You can begin with small, regular investments into low-cost index funds or ETFs, which give you broad exposure to the entire market. The most important thing is to start early and be consistent. The second pathway to wealth is real estate. Like stocks, real estate is an asset that tends to appreciate in value over time. But it has some unique advantages. When you own a rental property, your tenants are paying your mortgage for you. Every month, their rent payment chips away at your debt and builds your equity. your ownership stake in the property. This is a powerful form of forced savings. On top of that, you can often generate positive cash flow, which is when the rent you collect is more than your mortgage, taxes, insurance, and maintenance costs combined. That extra money is another stream of passive income, paid to you every single month. Plus, there are significant tax advantages to owning real estate. You can deduct expenses like mortgage interest, property taxes, and repairs. Of course, being a landlord isn't completely passive. It requires work. But there are ways to manage this, like hiring a property management company. Whether you are house hacking by renting out a room in your own home or buying a dedicated rental property, real estate can be a cornerstone of a robust wealth-building strategy. The third major pathway is starting a side hustle or your own business. This is where you move from being just an investor to a creator, an owner. This is your chance to build an asset from the ground up. A side hustle can be anything that leverages your skills, passions, or knowledge to solve a problem for someone else. Are you great at graphic design? Offer your services on freelance websites. Do you love baking? Start selling custom cakes on weekends. Are you an expert in a particular software? Create an online course teaching others how to use it. The beauty of a side hustle in the digital age is that the startup costs can be incredibly low. You can build a website, market yourself on social media, and reach a global audience right from your living room. Your goal with a side hustle should be to eventually turn it into a system that can run without your constant, direct involvement. Maybe you hire someone to help with orders, or you automate your digital product delivery. This is how a side hustle evolves from just another job into a true business. An asset that generates income for you. This is the ultimate expression of the owner's mindset. Okay, I know that was a lot of information. Investing, real estate, starting a business. It can all feel overwhelming. So let's bring it back down to earth with some simple, actionable steps you can take right now, today, to start your journey out of the salary trap. First, and this is non-negotiable, you need to know where your money is going. Create a budget. You can use an app, a spreadsheet, or just a notebook. Track your income and all of your expenses for 1 month. This isn't about depriving yourself, it's about gaining clarity. You can't direct your money to build wealth if you don't know where it's currently flowing. Once you have this clarity, identify areas where you can cut back, not to save for a rainy day, but to create a surplus for investing. Your new mantra should be, every dollar is an employee that I can put to work. Second, open an investment account. Don't put this off. It can be a brokerage account or a retirement account like a Roth IRA. The process is now incredibly simple and can be done online in just a few minutes. Don't worry about picking the perfect stock right away. The most important step is simply opening the door. Just having the account set up makes it real and makes you more likely to start funding it. Third, start your research. Pick one of the pathways we talked about, stocks, real estate, or a side hustle, that excites you the most. You don't have to do all of them at once. Focus on one. If it's stocks, commit to reading 1 book or watching 5 videos about index fund investing this month. If it's real estate, start analyzing properties in your area on Zillow or Redfin. If it's a side hustle, brainstorm a list of 10 ideas based on your skills and interests. The goal here is not to become an expert overnight, but to build momentum through learning and exploration. Action creates clarity. The key is to start small. Don't try to go from 0 to 100. Automate a small transfer, maybe just $50 a month, from your checking account to your new investment account. Spend 30 minutes each evening researching your side hustle idea. These small, consistent actions build habits, and habits are what build empires. Let's be clear, your salary is your foundation. It's the launch pad, but it's not the rocket ship. The rocket ship is what you build with that salary. It's the portfolio of stocks paying you dividends, the rental properties generating monthly cash flow, the online business making sales while you're on vacation. That is what true wealth looks like. It's not about being rich, it's about being free. Free from relying on a single paycheck, free from trading all of your time for money, and free to design a life that you truly love. The journey from employee to owner is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to learn. but it is a path that is open to anyone who is ready to change their mindset and take that first step. You have the power to stop running on the treadmill and start building your own ladder to financial freedom. If you're ready to break free from the salary trap and start building real, lasting wealth, show some support by hitting that like button. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video on how to build your first investment portfolio. And finally, share this video with someone you know who's working hard but feels stuck. You might just change their financial future. Thanks for watching, and let's start building.